So like I said, you can use this application for multiple users: administrators, teachers, bus drivers, parents, students, emergency responders. Obviously, the look of the application and the ability of what each one of those users can do are modified to what we want the needs for that particular user to be. Obviously, a teacher's needs are going to be much different than a bus driver, or possibly a student or a parent or emergency responder. So we would build the system to customize it to whatever you and your district needs the application to do for any particular user. So some additional needs. There's, much like in the Crisis Manager, there was a built-in communication tool or messaging tool where people could communicate. You could have a community message board that you'd use in a non-crisis mode too. Let's say that you want to alert all of the third grade to remind them that there is a field trip tomorrow and you need to make sure to bring these certain things or whatever you need to communicate. You can communicate in the message center. You can send messages to the entire school or target individual or different user groups. Let's say I'm a coach and I want to send a message to all of the soccer team that, hey, I want to remind you that practice is canceled for tomorrow. Excuse me, I can send that message out and to specific setups or specific groups. Some other things that are coming. This is not a capability that the application has currently, but I've been told within the next couple of weeks by our developers that this will be out. A live mapping ability within the application, and it's just basically the live crisis maps are in development to help visually display where students are located during a crisis. So what I could do is I could click on this room and see that dot. It's going to tell me which students are in that room, even if it's, hey, this student wasn't supposed to be in classroom 101, but they have been checked in here. It would also give me the ability to report attacker. I could see where injured students are. Report the identity of my attacker. Hey, I've seen the person the bad person doing bad things in the school is sophomore John Smith. He is here, and it would give a timestamp of where actually the most recent time of where the attacker has been reported. So obviously that would be of huge use to our first responders. And what we've found when we've communicated with our first responders, this may not be used particularly by the folks actually showing up directly to the school, but maybe the person in the 911 center is using this and they can communicate with their first responders, the police showing up, that, hey, bad things are happening in this section of this building. This is where you need to go immediately.